This is the exact graph of how aggressively men lose their partner's attraction over time. Most men are suffering in silence watching their partner's sexual drive evaporate because they are fundamentally misreading the biological room. The data is brutal. Men's and women's lust functions are not mirrors, they are opposites. For men, the process is spontaneous. You see a woman, you feel desire, and then your body responds. It is a straight line, but for women, desire is the last step, not the first. According to the dual control, it's the golden standard in sexual psychology. Female arousal is a system of accelerators and brakes. If you haven't released the brakes, it doesn't matter how hard you are stepping on the gas, you are just burning out the engine. Today I am breaking down the 3-stage clinical sequence to trigger deep biological desire in women. And if you think it's about your car or your status, you have already lost. Before a woman can feel a single spark of arousal, she must achieve a state of social safety. This is where 90% of men fail. They mistake being a nice guy for creating safety. In reality, they are being socially uncalibrated brutes. Research into creepiness has literally ranked the behaviors that slam on the woman's brakes. Things like staring before interacting, touching too frequently, and steering the conversation towards sex too early. When you do these things, her threat detection system overrides her sexual system. You become a utility or a threat, never the man she wants. To release the brakes, you must master the leaned out presence. While most guys are leaning in desperate for a reaction, the high status man remains an unshakable mountain. He keeps his legs towards her showing interest but leans his torso away showing high status and a lack of desperation. You aren't trying to get her horny, you are simply making it safe for her biology to eventually get there. Once the brakes are off, she enters a neutral state where she is receptive to sensory accelerators. This is where we move from the mind to the body. Recent studies on female gaze proves that women don't just look at things like your abs. They focus on eyes, the back, the jawline, and specifically the hands. But here is the secret. You don't look erotic. You use your body to create tension. This is the triangle method. You first look at one eye, then the other, then the lips, and then back to the first eye. This creates a micro movement of unresolved tension. It signals intent without saying a word. You then apply plausible deniability. This is the clinical ability to touch her waist while guiding her through a door or landing your hand on her thigh while whispering a point. The sensory feeling is the same as a sexual touch, but the gentleman context keeps her brakes from slamming back on. You are priming her biology to run the simulation of what happens next. The final stage is desire, the stage where she consciously and unconsciously wants you. This isn't triggered by your presence, it is triggered by your absence. Psychology calls this cognitive dissonance attraction. Think of a character like Jack Sparrow, a man who was romantic and flattering at one moment, then cold and distant at the other. Her mind will spend hours trying to solve you. Does he like me? Was he just being polite? What does he actually want? To justify why she is thinking about you so much, her brain creates a narrative. I must really like him. This is the obsession loop. You are not a mystery for the sake of being cool. You are a man of high intent who isn't always available to fulfill her curiosity. This level of internal calibration, knowing exactly when to lead and when to pull back, is exactly what we install step by step in the Magnetic Mindset course. We have made hundreds of men get their dream girl and have a rating of 4.8 star. The results speak for themselves. The biological truth is simple. Men are visual but women are contextual. If you don't understand the sequence, which is safety, arousal, then desire, you will always be the successful friend instead of the desired man. Stop being the mystery and start being the man of intent. I am dating ASAP. Class dismissed.